On Tuesday, the Prime Minister met with Toronto Mayor John Tory, ostensibly to discuss more gun control measures. Toronto is having the worst year for shootings since 1991, even eclipsing the so-called year of the gun in 2005. To think that these two vacuous politicians could actually legislate anything that might have an effect on the problem is nonsense. The fact that they think some sort of handgun ban in the city of Toronto will somehow prevent a gangster in the Jane Finch area to not stick that illegal 9mm pistol in his belt on his way out the door is naive in the extreme, or plain stupid. You can take your choice. At the same time, the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police were meeting in Calgary. On Wednesday, the head of that organization, Chief Adam Palmer of the Vancouver Police Department, gave a statement essentially saying the CACP would not be supporting a call for more gun legislation or a ban on handguns. Using a level of common sense seemingly missing in the Prime Minister's office, he said in the majority of cases the weapons are illegal and they are already prohibited. It makes no sense to ban something already banned. Nailed it. How is it the whiz kids surrounding the Prime Minister and the Mayor of Toronto can't see the blindingly obvious? The RCMP in Surrey busted a drug lab this week linked to a street gang called the Brothers Keepers. In the show and tell police do after these events, there were several weapons prominently displayed along with the bags of drugs. Every one of those weapons is already prohibited, yet the gangsters had them anyway. Chief Palmer illustrated the problem clearly when he said, quote, "There will always be an influx of guns from the United States into Canada," unquote. Heroin is illegal in Canada too, but we have heroin in Canada. He finished saying, quote, "People can't be naive to the realities of how it works with organized crime and smuggling," unquote. He is, of course, entirely correct. The movement of guns northward from the U.S. has long been a problem, at least since the days of the Prohibition and the rum runners. We share the longest undefended border in the world, part of which also includes First Nations reserve that straddle the border, such as Oknasassnee, between New York and Ontario. All manner of smuggled goods cross the border through them, with absolutely zero checks by authorities. We have a gun problem in Canada, but it is an illegal gun problem. Chief Palmer is entirely correct. What is the point of prohibiting something that is already prohibited? Instead, perhaps we should be looking at the resources needed to securing the border and preventing the smuggling of these illegal weapons. We might even stop some of the illegal immigrants while we're at it. For True North, I'm Leo Knight. Unlike most in the mainstream media or the CBC, we don't get taxpayer dollars or grants. We are totally funded by you. If you like what you see on True North, please go to tnc.news and click the donate button. Thank you for supporting independent journalism.